Disclaimer. The following webcomic being dubbed contains toilet humor, graphic violence, and an instance of a slur being used. If you're uncomfortable with these contents, you should not feel obligated to watch this video. You may leave at any time. Otherwise, enjoy. If you want to read this for yourself, I recommend checking out the Unofficial Homestuck collection by Giovanni H. and Bam Bosch. Link to it in the description. You wake up locked in a deserted jail cell, completely alone. There is nothing at all in your cell, useful or otherwise. Attempt to pry open window. There are no objects around with which to pry open window. Graft pumpkin to yourself so that you have one hideous arm. What pumpkin? Grow 2 muscular arms with which to manhandle the key. He already has arms, stupid. Look for keyhole. Throw the key down to that guy so he can open the door. It lands with a loud metallic clank. Loudly tell that guy to pick up the key and try it on the door. Despite your bellowing, the man casually opens the door and leaves. Pee out the window in an attempt to bring him back. As you turn around to unzip, you notice another keyhole. Open door. Wonders where the fuck that pumpkin went? Do a dance. Exotic rhythms take over your body as you start to do a really silly dance. You recall your initial urge to urinate out the window. Now that you think about it, you really have to pee. The urine splashes onto the man outside, who had a change of heart. He is climbing a ladder to give you the key. Knock on door. Your clumsy fist accidentally flies through the bars, knocking out a passerby. Keys from his keyring jangle on the floor. Ask Dungeon Master if there is one fucking way out of the room. He's unconscious. Examine floor. You pick up a clump of nutrients-enriched dirt, sweet spice of the earth. You sit in hushed awe of the luster of the brown gold. Say hello to the pumpkin. I beg your pardon? Search room thoroughly for pumpkin. You wake up next to a broken ladder. You are covered in piss. Throw shoe at key. You're not even really sure if you're wearing shoes. Rub key on chest. Now the key smells like pee too. Go through door. The door is locked. Use key on door. Jiggle as you might, the key doesn't work. Now the lock smells kind of like pee too. Pretend broken ladder is broken train track. Choo-choo! All aboard the Moron Express! Use ladder as battering ram. Talk to the guy in the jail cell. You yell to the imprisoned man. He yells back something barely audible to you. Ignore all future input from Beetlejuice. I'm sorry, I don't think I can do that with all future input from Beetlejuice. Turn long ladder into stilts. You fashion a pretty nice pair of stilts, but you don't know how you're going to get up on them. If only you hadn't broken the other half ladder in half, you might have been able to climb onto the stilts with it. Hook key to the end of ladder and extend it to jail cell guy. Since the whole ladder was approximately the height of the window in the first place, half of the ladder's height will not nearly reach. Make clay from dirt and pee. Use it to glue ladder into pole. The rungs from one end of the ladder half easily and snugly fit into the holes of the other. No cementation is necessary. This being the case, you now regret creating the smelly pee mud. Hook key to ladder and extend to jail cell guy. It's still just a little out of reach. Toss the contraption into the air to give it added lift. With a little too much gusto, you send the rig sailing too high. Drill a hole in the floor. You are not this guy. Sing Malagueña. You're a little bummed out that you missed grabbing the key by inches. In an attempt to drown your sorrows, you gush forth with melody, an enchanting rendition of Malagueña. In an attempt to silence your racket, the man above begins drilling noisily. Hollow out pumpkin. Wear its helmet in case ceiling collapses. You're quite certain there has never been, and never will be, a pumpkin in this room. Keep singing until guy drills through floor. You sing so hard, you topple backwards over the pumpkin. As you lie on the floor looking up, you see the tip of the drill penetrating the ceiling. It looks just big enough for a key to fit through. Serenade the guy about how you want the key. It would be really great if you could give me the key. The man has opted to take a leak through the hole. You are getting really sick of pee. Spit pee at man out the window. With a hefty mouthful of the other guy's urine, you decide to get revenge on the man below for botching the key situation. But as you're about to spit the pee, the man above takes a huge shit on your head from his window. The surprise, unfortunately, causes you to swallow the pee. Barf. Overcome with nausea from the foul chain of events, you vomit. The man below has almost completely reconstructed a ladder, using the same method he used to build the stilts. He is nearly up to your cell, when he is met with a face full of regurgitated urine. Check on knocked out guard. He's really down for the count. Try waking him by peeing on him. You're all tapped out for pee at the moment, but the crap on your head is emitting a powerful stench. The odor wakes the guard, who suddenly remembers your assault. He enters the cell to beat the shit out of you. Leap over him in a desperate bid for freedom. You carelessly trip over a pumpkin which has clearly been in plain sight this whole time. You knock the man backwards into the door, slamming it shut. The guard is unconscious again. Eat the pumpkin. You suddenly wonder what happened to the poop on your head. Use guard's pants to lasso keys through the opening in door. You're not even sure if this guy is wearing pants. He did seem to be wearing a belt though. You flail the belt around uselessly and then drop it. Use guard as battering ram on door. He's too heavy to lift completely, so you drag him close to the door and prop him up. Then smash his face against the door repeatedly. The door holds fast. Apologize to guard's body. You start to feel sorry for abusing the guard so badly, and mumble an apology. But then a mere apology doesn't seem to do justice to the poor man. You decide he needs a proper funeral. You sever his head with your trusty pocket knife, and place the head in the pumpkin, which you just hollowed out. Using your handy spoon, you dig a hole and bury the pumpkin. You say a few prayers. He's in a better place now. Status: Health 74, Strength 32, Dexterity 41, Wisdom 24, Pluck 89, Metal 67, Chutzpah 90, Fortitude 11, Temerity 66, Cheek 95. Pumpkins destroyed 1. Keys in inventory 0. Key throwing accuracy 0%. Urinations 3. Decapitations 1. Total score 890. Unpause. You wake up in your cell after a short nap. There is a key to your side, a drill against the wall, and a small pea-soaked hole in the floor. Drill through floor. For the first time in your 3-year imprisonment, it occurs to you to drill a large hole in the floor. You put your back into it. Poke head through hole, and wave. You are delighted to see your neighbor. You decide you are long overdue for a proper greeting. Your oversized cranium gets lodged in the hole. You are stuck fast. Wave legs in the air. Your most creative solution to the problem is to hoist your torso in the air and flail your legs. It seems to be working, when something goes wrong. Proceed. You suddenly realize you are now this guy. Daub pictures of naked ladies on the wall with blood. All you have is gay porno. Drill hole through door. The drill is not strong enough to penetrate steel. Drill through the wall right next to the door. All these thoughts of drilling and penetration have given you a serious hankering for some quality time with Hunkrump magazine. Continue to enjoy Hunkrump. You are putting the finishing touches on a robot you have built from ladder pieces. You are soaked in regurgitated urine, and this activity has been a nice diversion. You call him Lawgorg. He's magnificent. Command Lawgorg to dance. With commanding authority, you issue the order. Lawgorg has no brain, motor, or any moving parts. Use Lawgorg as a battering ram to open the door. From atop your great mechanized mount, you command Lawgorg to break down the door, like a huge battering ram. Put your brain inside Lawgorg's head. You're not sure how you're going to get your brain into Lawgorg's head, or out of your own head for that matter. But you get an idea. Wreck. Wreak havoc. Lawgorg has no moving parts. You can barely move inside your new wooden prison. Make a little love. You decide all these thoughts of destruction should be offset by a little good earnest love-making. While you contemplate your current options for sexual partners, a whirring is heard from overhead. Sacrifice your soul to the heathen gods. You've considered doing a lot of stupid things before, but this idea takes the cake. Rebuild Lawgorg. From the Lawgorg ashes rises the phoenix of Drillgorg, supreme next-generation Mechabot, at your service! Get down tonight. You're really excited about the advent of Drillgorg. You have no choice but to totally get down. Festivities and gyrations may or may not continue into the evening. Get a bachelor's degree in robotics. You don't even know where to begin addressing how stupid that idea is. Examine that rope-like object. With great prescience, move away from end of the intestine. With great prescience, you move away from the end of the intestine. Make a robot out of that guy. I don't think I'm familiar with make a robot out of that guy. Cry. Crushed by the loss of your prized automaton, your son of lumber, you are reduced to tears. The other guy consoles you. He thinks he has something that might cheer you up. Pause. Unpause. You and your newfound buddy stand face to face, wondering what to do. The shattered remains of Drillgorg rest in a tragic heap.